If you are unable to get a chair, I still want to beg you to just hold on, stand and see what you can get as information. Thank you. I- uh, um, just make sure that there is not a Okahandja learner on a chair. If you are from Okahandja Secondary, please don't be on a chair. Yeah. Let us give our visitors a decent welcome. Let us give our visitors a decent welcome. Thank you. Thank you. That is a gentleman. He just stood up. Thank you. Okay. Let the chairs begin to come a little bit here. Okahandja Secondary School, attention please. Okahandja Secondary School learners, can I please get silence? Silence. Okahandja Secondary School learners, please. We are the host. We need to give opportunities to the people who came to us. That is how we do things. So please, can we show that we are welcoming these people to our place? So, be quiet. I'm still hearing some noises. All right, I think we are good to go. Given that the group is looking like that, as we are starting, please, I want you to leave here. Okay, we are almost about to start, guys. Maybe as we are beginning to start, I want you to know that we are streamed live. The whole country is watching us, and the world is watching us. And I want you to give the best of who you are here in Okahandja Circuit. Do I have a deal? Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right.
Police force, have you ever seen a helicopter? Have you seen it? You can also work at the explosives directorate.
Miss Stephanie Galgoses. And then we have teachers from all the respective schools. We have exhibitors from different institutions that are here. And we have a team from the regional office, some management members that are here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aini Waib, and I will be directing the proceedings today. As we are starting with the proceedings, I would want us to sing the national and the AU anthem. Can we please rise for the national and the AU anthem?
Glory to the
juncture, I would want to ask Ms. Kapalu to come and open the ceremony or the program with a prayer. Ms. Kapalu.
Good morning. May we rise for a prayer. Silence. Learners, we are praying. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we want to thank you for this day. We thank you, Lord, for the gift of life. Father, we want to thank you for the proceedings of this day. Please take the honor and the glory and guide us in everything that we are going to do. Increase our wisdom and understanding. Take us through the whole journey of this day, and we pray this in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. We have prayed. Amen.
All right, like I have informed you, we have different institutions that are here and personalities, and the program director is going on early retirement, and we will ask Ms. Kawana to take over the directorship of the program. So please clap hands for her.
Good morning. Okay, my name is Irene Nyefulo Kawana, a life skills teacher at Okahandja Primary School. So I'll be your master of ceremony for this program. Okay, on my agenda, we have Okahandja Senior Secondary School. Can you please give us a song? Okahandja Senior Secondary School Choir. Are you ready? Okay, can we give them a round of applause? Thank you. Can I get an indication from Okahandja Senior Secondary School? Are they coming or not? Okay. Okahandja Senior Secondary School, can you give an indication? Okay, are you ready? Thank you. Okay. On a count of 3, can I proceed? Okahandja Senior Secondary School, on a count of 3, 1, 2, 3. A round of applause. Thank you, Okahandja Senior Secondary School, for such a nice song. Can we give them another round of applause, please? Okay, silence, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, next, we are going to invite Inspector Stephanie to come and present on the importance of career fair. Can we give her a round of applause as she comes? to see. Is it fine? Cassiona, can you please bring that projector at your stand? Or send one of the learners. Thank you.
There's audio on the presentation.
Well, we have.
Good morning. Good morning to our regional school counselor, Ms. Wipe, our officials from the Ministry of Information, Communication and Technology, all the institutions present, our principals if they are here, management, teachers, learners, everyone present here this morning. I am Ms. Twagoses, as it was said, Inspector of Education for the Okahandja Circuit. Now, my presentation this morning is very short and simple. I'm simply going to talk about two things. And this is number one, the importance of a career fair, the activity that we are attending today. Sorry, I was told that I'm obstructing here with the podium. These boys here, just quickly come and help to remove this so that you can see also from that side. Come. Two boys, quickly. All right. You are late. Thank you. All right. So we are going to talk about why the career fair is important, and then what is it all about. Now, a career fair is an event that is designed to connect learners with high education institutions. We all know what high education institutions are, right? Can we name some? NAS? Okay. So this event is for us to be connected with the higher education institutions. It also connects learners with potential employers. As of next year, some of you might study, some of you might start working. So this is an opportunity for you to be connected with potential employers, be it after graduation or after school next year. Also to connect you with various support services. For example, if you are sitting here not knowing where you will get money from next year to go and study, we are going to find out today where you can get assistance to go and study further with. The purpose of the career fair is also to provide information, exposure, and guidance that helps individuals make informed decisions about their future careers. If you don't know about all the careers out there, you might not be able to make an informed choice. So this is for you to see all the opportunities that you have, all the institutions that there are, and for you to be able to make an informed decision. The importance of this career fair is, in the first place, for connection. Learners are able to engage directly with higher education institutions. So today you have the opportunity to meet all those people from NAST, Triumphant College, etc., and hear what they have to offer. You will be able to engage with professionals, experienced and educated professionals. You will be able to connect with industry representatives. It's also important for information sharing. Career fairs offer detailed insights into educational programs and courses. It also offers information about industry trends and job market demands. You will also get information today about financial aid options. Like I said, you probably don't have finances to go and study next year. So this is your opportunity to learn about where you can get assistance for scholarships, bursaries, or loans for further studies. It also gives us career guidance. It provides young people with expert advice to help them navigate their academic and career paths. You will be exposed to opportunities. Attendees can learn about a wide range of industries. You can explore various career options, discover new fields of interest. Sometimes our knowledge of the different fields, the courses that are offered are so limited. But today we have the chance to hear what the institutions have to offer so that we make informed decisions. And to better understand the qualifications and skills needed in different sectors, so that you know what to go and study next year. You probably want to become an accountant, an engineer. So now you will have to find out, if I have to go in these fields, what type of courses should I study? What type of skills should I possess? It also empowers us through knowledge. Like we used to say, knowledge is power. So you will be empowered today with knowledge. By understanding their options, learners are empowered to take ownership of their futures and confidently transition from school to further education or to the workforce. So once you know about your choices, the options that you have, and you choose the one that is suitable for you, you will be more confident next year to transition to further education or to the workforce. Therefore, I'm urging you today to make the best opportunity of the career fair, and I thank you. Before I step down, I would like to show you a short video clip. Okay, now this video clip is about a young man who graduated. He was raised by his grandmother. And this is one of the clips that is nowadays trending almost on all social media platforms. This man comes from almost similar situations like some of us here. But he decided he's going to finish his education, he's going to go for further studies, and he's going to graduate despite the challenges that he had. Okay? So that young man, you could see the grandmother did not have much of an income, ne? But she sacrificed. Now, how many of us are in that same situation? Our parents are sacrificing. Our parents make sure that we get educated. Now, this can be you after 3 to 4 years. To come back, probably as the first graduate in your family, coming back to leave your parents in tears of joy, to make them proud for their sacrifice and their hard work. So for you also, let us work hard to achieve our goals and to be successful in life. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Pagoses, for such a wonderful presentation on career guidance. Indeed, career guidance is, okay, before I say what it is, what is the first connection for career? What is the first connection for career? For your career, you want to be a nurse, for example. Now, what is the first connection? It was a presentation. It's like you were in class. What did she say? What is the first place for connection? It's career fair. This is the first place for connection. If you want to be a nurse, if you want to be a teacher, this is the first place for connection, because you are going to meet different stakeholders. You are going to meet different institutions. Okay. Project school, where are you? Can I get an indication? Project school? Do we have a school choir? Silence. Project school. Are you ready to give us a song? JK Kapewa. JK Kapewa. Do we have a school choir? Okay. Are you ready? Can you give an indication? Are you ready? Okay. Let's give JK Kapewa a round of applause. Okay. JK Kapewa. JK, sorry. JK. KJ. Okay, can you give me a round of applause? I deserve it. Okay. You may start. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much. Next on our list, we have Okahandja Senior Secondary School Choir to give us a song. Are you ready? Okay. Okahandja Senior Secondary School Choir. we give chance to Okahandja Senior Secondary School, please? Yeah? Unit. Silence, please. Silence, please. It's their time to shine. Can we give them showers of blessings, please? Okay. The whistlers, please, can you stop it? The whistlers, let's not whistle. It is an official program. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Okahandja Senior Secondary School. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Okay, I like how my voice sounds on this mask. I feel like singing as well. Okay, let's invite Miss Aini to make some announcements. Oh, okay. Silence. Just an announcement. For the new schools that visited us today, the girls' bathrooms are the other side, and the boys' bathrooms the other side. Okay.
Right. Okay, if they say other side, it means, as I'm looking in this entrance, on my left-hand side is for females, and on my right-hand side is for males, is within the hall. Guys, we have come to the end of our formal program this morning. We are now going to part B, which is the practical activities, where you really get to engage with the stakeholders that are here, that they can tell you what is it that they have to offer. So I'm here to do that announcement. And I'm having these 3 announcements only to do. One of the announcements we are having is a request for all the teachers that are here accompanying the children to please make sure that you stay now closer to the children, and also guide them to make sure that they visit every stall we have here to get all the information they need. Second announcement is for you guys to say there are many stores here, and this is a deciding moment for you guys, especially particularly for the one who did not yet choose what they want to do in life. Please, don't follow your friend. Some of them, they will begin to go to the toilet multiple times while the people are talking about the courses that are offered. If you follow them, you just disservice yourself. Let us think as we are going through the rest of the day. Think about the gentleman that get his grandmother or whoever it was to shed tears of joy. And I think earlier we said, we too can at least probably get our family members to just shed tears of joy. Make use of this opportunity. The last announcement is coming from my heart to all of you. I know you are busy with your examinations now, and I want to wish you the best for this examination, for the examinations coming around August, and for the final examination. But guys, I'm wishing you the best for the future ahead. Thank you very much. There is because now we are collected together very well, we would want to ask Mr. Katire from Labor. The people from Labor have very important information all of you need. They will talk about career. So they will talk to all of you as a group. And then we get people from NASFAF. Then we get people from NASFAF. This information is necessary for Ministry of Information to also be broadcasted so that later you can go back on the Facebook page and then you can listen again. Like I told you in the beginning, this is a live program. you'll get the link, and when you go home and you want to get some more of this information from Ministry of Labor, you can get that one, and from NASFAF. But we had information from Petrofund and from NAMCOR all the week. Again, from the other days of the career fair, you'll be able to follow what was happening so that you can get this information as closer to your fingertips as possible. Mr. Kature.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Katire, as mentioned, from the Ministry of Justice and Labor Relations. If you can hear me, please clap twice. If you can hear me, please clap twice. If you can hear me, please clap twice. Thank you. I hope I have your attention now. The Ministry of Labor, or Ministry of Justice and Labor Relations, has a division called Vocational Counseling Services. We assist learners, students, and the whole population with choosing the right career or moving in the right direction in terms of career. The main reason why we do this is because learners, especially in high school, you are focusing too much on subjects and forgetting that you are a human being. So it's all about subjects and what career suits those subjects. But then, do you have what it takes to succeed in that career? Does your personality support that career? Do you have the strength to succeed in hard times in that career? So we help you answer that question by giving you what we call psychometric tests. The reason why these things are important, number one, is because as you are in a group right now, as you become friends, most of you deny your own strengths, you deny your real personalities in order to fit in with your friends, in order to be liked, in order to be popular. So when we are testing you, we are removing all those things because we don't care whether you are popular or whether you are liked. We want to know the real you so that using that information, we can match you to the right career. Because your focus, for someone, maybe you are not an extroverted person, but because you are in a group of extroverted friends, you are going to pretend like you are extroverted. And then you are going to act like that is who you are. Then you are going to chase careers according to the way you are pretending to be or the way you are acting, and not the careers that really supports who you are. So when we give you this test, they have what we call bias error pickup. That means even if you try to lie, one question will be asked 20 times in a different way so that we iron out the lies and get the true reflection of you. So if maybe you are artistically talented, you are a talented person when it comes to artistic expression, but you want to become a lawyer because maybe that's where the money is. So once we test, we will be able to help you align the two. Because when you just focus on subjects, that means you'll become a lawyer. But then you are going to suppress your gift because all you focused on was subjects. And subjects led you to law. So now you'll be sitting in a courtroom, you are drawing instead of focusing. Because you don't know how to join your gift with your subjects. You don't know how to join your personality with your subjects. The second reason why we do this is because the moment you focus on subjects and you don't make it, or you fail, or your subjects at the end of the year, the scores are low, that means you lose all hope because all your hope was focusing on subjects. You forget that I'm good at this, I can do that. I have this personality, that means I can function there. So the more you focus on yourself and your abilities, then the better you can combine that with your subjects and have a better chance of succeeding in terms of the career that you choose. The third reason why we do this is because you might chase careers based on your subjects. You get to NUST, first year, you are doing something. When you go for practicals, you realize, let's say you are doing, let me say teaching, for example. Your subjects can take you to education, you are studying teaching. Then you are sent maybe for a practical exercise. When you get to the practical exercise, you realize you don't have the patience for learners or students. So now that means you are going to drop out of that course and go to a different course. So what we do is we try to eliminate all those things, all those disappointments, all those waste of finances, to go directly to what is it that you have personality-wise, what is it that you have in terms of potential and aptitude, how can you combine what you have with your subjects, and which careers, which streams can you focus on. So should you have questions, should you have any doubts, should you have anything that you want to air, you can find us in the corner there, Ministry of Justice and Labor Relations, but it says Ministry of Labor, so that's the old name. Thank you very much.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Do we have a personnel from NASFAF? I was at their store, I couldn't get somebody there. From NASFAF. NAST. Anybody from NAST to just give the 7 minutes presentation to the children. Then they will come and get the details that side. Thank you. Thank you. We can clap hands for him. I wonder if you want to go upstairs.
All right. Good morning. Right here. Okay, good morning, learners. All right. I was not prepared for this presentation. I was looking forward to exhibit from my stand. But I believe that this is the big opportunity for me. Ne? All right, I am Yavakaiye Kathauna. I'm an admission officer at NUST, responsible for IT faculty. All right, usually when I'm doing my presentations, my best statement is that whenever I came for a career fair like this one, you know, I'm working for NUST. NUST is owned by Namibian government to save a Namibian child, isn't it? I'm on their payroll, but there is a but. When I'm at the career fair, I'm not just only here to guide you to NUST, but I'm here to assist you understand what you want to become in depth. I'm here to assist you with the course that we have at NUST, isn't it? Ne? I will fail in my job for me to convince some doctors, some lawyers, nurses, pharmacists to come to NUST. Like my labor colleague said here, he said that we have different talents, but unfortunately at NUST, we don't offer everything. At NUST, we offer variety of courses. If you are into technology, if you are an innovative person, we have different courses for you there. To start with, NUST, this is the question that we've been getting most. Does NUST take grade 11s? The answer to that is yes. We cater for grade 11s. You can come study with us, grade 11s. And as well as AS, isn't it? NUST have one campus, but also have 3 satellite campuses. Our main campus is in Windhoek. We have a campus in Enana, a campus in Rutherford, and as well as a campus in Rietfontein. Our Rietfontein campus is responsible for horticulture and agriculture. Okay, look, when we are at a career like this, you know, some of us, we are stressed, we are there lost. Yes, we are starting, we are getting the good grades, but we don't know what a career is in simple terms. My brother, my sister, you are already on a journey, isn't it? Somebody that is in grade 9, they are not already put in the path because they are to put in the path when they get to grade 10. But for grade 11s and AS that I have here, you are either commerce, social science, food science, or agricultural science. That means that you are already on a course during the selection or when you are to select the programs that you are going to study. If you want to go into a core, which is engineering or IT, I will advise that you listen carefully because I will touch on those two programs, department. The other two departments, you will hear at the end. If you want to become an engineer at NAST, through NAST, it's very simple. You can be able to come with grade 11, like I said, through our bridging program, which requires you to have like 25 points, C math, C physics, and as well as chemistry. That is now the bridging. All right. Now these are the bigger programs. These are the bigger programs. If you want to come straight now, to come be in the first year, the bridging works like this. The bridging works like this. We call it year 0. For 1 full year, you are going to do certain modules. And then if you finish those modules, you can select any engineering course of your choice. Okay. Now, our engineering is divided in 2 sections. One section, we call it BTech. Full name, Bachelors of Technology. Under BTech, you are required to score at least 30 points in 5 subjects. Math, we don't compromise. A. Chemistry and physics, C. Listen. But math, if you are coming with AS, is a D symbol. You see? Okay. Under BTech, we have the following program. We have civil engineering, electronics engineering, mechanical engineering, and power engineering. Guys, when I talk about civil engineering, I'm talking about people that are into construction, isn't it? Road constructions, the building that we are standing in here. Do you guys know that if this building happened to collapse and fall on us today, the person who answer, it would be a civil engineer, ne? Who was in charge of this project. That's simply civil engineering. Electronics engineering, I'm sure all of us here, we have encountered an old radio or even an old cell phone. There is a component, a green component inside that has some silver things on it. That is electronics, when we're talking about electronics. Now, at NAST, we just don't train you to fix these things. We train you to create these things. Like in your final year project, you'll be required to come up with a devicer. This device shouldn't be a toy. It should be a device that should work in real life as your project. And remember, engineering, simple terms, layman English, it's to build something from nothing or to maintain what is already built. Remember, you are creating things that doesn't exist. Mechanical engineering. Most of the time when we speak of mechanical engineering, my people will think of a guy down the street that is fixing cars. It's more than that. We are talking about people that are working for one of our students, and then also later on he became a lecturer, Mr. Kahorongo. As I'm speaking now, he's working in Germany for Mercedes-Benz as a mechanical engineer. What do? They create engines. It can be for vessels, private jets, planes, anything. As long as it's machineries, you can be able to work on it. Power engineering, simple term. I'm talking about the hydro in Rokana. I'm talking about the windrows in Rootrets, solar plants that we have in Rietfontein. Get me electricity from where it's coming from the main source to the last person that is going to fix it when we have a problem here. That is what power engineering is all about. Now, we have the popular courses. We call them B-Inch, Bachelors of Engineering, professional degrees. This is now for the big girls and the big boys. Requirements, 37 in 5. 37 in 5, AS only. AS only. D, mathematics. D, chemistry. D, physics. Minimum requirements. Under this B inch, we have civil engineering still, chemical engineering, electrical and power engineering, electronics and telecommunication, industrial engineering, mechanical engineering, mining and metallurgy. Metallurgy, we are talking about mining, but only you are specialized in mining metals. Gold, copper, as long as it's metals. Mining is very broad. That is now any mining industries. You can also be able to mine stones like diamonds and all that. Industrial engineering, this is now the bigger picture. Do you guys know that Dubai, that is now we are seeing today, it wasn't the same until in 2003, they decided to urbanize it and make it the way it looks. When I'm talking about the industrial engineer, it's something big to that extent. Somebody, you have heard that in Namibia, we are looking forward to have a second capital city, isn't it? Yes, we might need an industrial engineer to plan out that whole city, isn't it? That is now the B-inch part of more closer to civil, but something different. Chemical engineering, for me, I'm a full social science. Full social science. And my social science is coming as far as 2008, meaning that I never had mathematics, grade 11 and 12. Ne? When you tell me about chemicals, all I think about is just poison, isn't it? Ne? But remember, now food industries, they are using chemicals, good chemicals, ne? To make their things last longer, isn't it? So you can be able to work for fishing industries. You can work for labs in mines, and it's very broad. As long as there are some labs, you can be able to work in it. That is now my engineering courses. Okay, now let me talk about IT, information and technology. We have the faculty called Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Computing, we all know informatics is informations. Under that faculty, we have 4 programs, but only 3 that are full IT. The first program that I'm going to touch on is the Bachelor's of Computer Science. Bachelor's of Computer Science, I personally call it IT, because in the past, it was Bachelor's of Information and Technology. This is now when you want to become a software engineer, you want to become a web developer, you want to go into coding and all that. Requirements, 25 points in 5, grade 11, of course, yes. D in English, D in mathematics. Very simple. And as well as Bachelor's of Informatics. Informatics, we are talking about web administrators. You are so much interested in this Wi-Fi fixing and also network creations and all that. That is for you. It's also 25 in 5, D in mathematics. My favorite one, Bachelor's of Computer Science in Cybersecurity. Whenever I'm sharing this program, I share it with a story, 2 stories. You know, who watch Money Heist here? All right. For those that doesn't watch series, at the point we have all watched a movie where people were robbing a bank, isn't it? And these movies, they have one thing in common. They will be having this smart guy, and this smart guy will be somewhere in the base, next to the bank, seated with a lot of computers, 3 or 4 computers. And then there will be other guys now that are going to do the work, which is now going into the bank. You know, this smart guy, he will be a renowned smart guy in IT. He will be having specs on, funny jeans and funny blonde hairs. And this guy, what he will do is that he will hack the whole bank system. Ne? They will open vaults, shut down cameras. You know, even when the police is very responsive, sometimes they go to an extent of shutting off the whole traffic in town. Very smart, isn't it? But now my question is that there is the guy now that is not science, me, going into the bank to go rob. Why are we putting my life at risk? Why can't we just sit somewhere, maybe in Favorant or Fedestal, and then we rob the bank through online, isn't it? Then we don't have to use gun and all that. Unfortunately, we can't do that. Why? Because we have a course called Computer Science in Cybersecurity, where we are training people to protect system against the bad people. That is the cause for you, if you have passion for that. Another story. In one of the universities in Cape Town, there was a guy from Joburg who went to study medicine. And then, Joburg weather changed every day most. They are not dust cold every day. But in Cape Town, it's cold. It's forever cold. But this guy, he wanted to finish school quickly. What he did is that he had some Nigerian friends back in Tebisa, Soweto. What he did is that he decided that he's going to finish medicine in 1 year instead of 7 years. So he called the friends, and then they decided to hack in the university system. They backdated the days. Like, let me just say 2025 is your final year. They will take you as far as 2019 or 18. Even they make it look real. They make him fail some modules, pass in the second semester, just for it to look real. And then the person graduated in 1 year. See? Just tell me, having a doctor at Okahandja Hospital that only graduated in 1 year. Why? Because our network systems are weak. We don't have Niger defenders. That's how risky it is not to have these people in our country. And the last program that we have under that one, it's journalism and media technology. I'm sure, if I can speak about them, we might have our product here when I'm talking about journalism and media technology. I mean, some of people, they are just gifted when it comes to talking and public speaking and all that. This course might be nice for you. 25 points, you can come with grade 11, D in English. It doesn't require mathematics. When I'm talking about journalism, and I'm adding the word media and technology, don't get confused. What we are preparing you is that we are not just going to prepare you to be a journalist only, but also we give you the component of being able to be a production person. What am I talking about when I mean production? Have you seen in movies? This is the thing I keep on telling people. The star in the movie, we always think that is the person that gets the most money. Remember, there is a production manager. The star in the movie, he was saying some words that he got from the production managers. You can also go into production managers. And also, Ethiopian listeners, that is the production side of journalism. I think for now, I will just do those programs. Be reminded, NASTEC grade 11s, 25 in 5, it's a minimum requirement. We have our main campus in Windhoek, another campus in Enana, Rutherford campus, Rietfontein campus. I thank you. All right, very, very important. Very, very important. And then good news. I'm reminded to share our NAST scale. NAST scale. When it comes to counting symbols. Very, very important. O level or grade 11, straightforward case. You give me a C is 5 points, a B 6 points, A 7 points, A star 8 points. Maybe I'm too fast. A star 8 points, A 7 points, B 6 points, C 5. Symbol. We know about that already, isn't it? Good news, AS, E 7 points. D 8 points, E 7 points, D 8 points, C 9 points, B 10, A 11. You see? You see how nice AS is? I was talking about 37 in 5. 37 in 5. 3 Bs. 3 Bs is 30 in 3 subjects. So 37 is very easy to achieve. Thank you so much.
Today is 16th of May 2025. Up to today, there were several days that I was really happy. And today is one of those several days that I am really happy. Just to look at some of you, beginning to see yourself like this thing can be done, man. Clap hands for yourselves. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Now, I am going to ask the representatives from NASFAF again to give you the, just in summary, colleagues, 7 minutes. If it is more than 7 minutes, not 13. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, speaking here, it's Agustino Emmanuel, coming from the Namibian Students. Speaking, it's Agustino Emmanuel, coming from the Namibian Students Financial Assistance Fund. And today I'll be sharing with you information regarding NASFAF. With me, it's my colleague, Angunda. She's from the marketing department. To start off, since I'm only given 7 minutes, I'll be very brief. To start off, or to mention the items that I'll be sharing with you today, I'm going to share with you on our application process, and then we'll move on to the required documents that each applicant is required to submit or attach on their applications, then follow it by the criteria that we use to award our students. Okay. Towards the end of my presentation, we have these leaflets that contains our policy that we use to award our students. We are going to give these leaflets to all the life skills teachers, and then they will distribute them to the learners. So I am requesting all the life skills teachers from the different schools to come to our stand. We have a stand outside there. Please just visit our stand so that we can give you your leaflets that you need to give to your learners. Okay. And on the same leaflet here, at the bottom, we have our website. That's where you can also find more information regarding NASFAF. Now, to start off with our application process. Our application process, it normally starts in December, and it goes until end of February. So all this, the public will be given 3 months for them to complete their applications. And it's done online, meaning that we do not make use of hard copies or manual applications. So you will all be required to attach your applications via our website to submit, yeah. Now, to move on to the required documents, the documents that each applicant is expected to attach on their applications are as follows. The first one being a copy of your full birth certificate. And please, all the copies that I'm going to mention here, they should be certified by the police. So the first one being the full birth certificate, followed by a copy of your ID, and it's a must for everyone to have an ID. Remember that NASFAF is its purpose is to provide financial assistance to Namibian citizens. So we need to know who we are paying for. That's why it's mandatory for one to submit an ID. Then the following documents, it's now going to be your parent's ID. Now, in a case whereby perhaps one of the parents has passed on, then you are required to attach the death certificate. And for those who are having absent parents, the parent or the guardian that is taking care of you should be the one to make a declaration stating about the unknown whereabouts of the other parent that is missing from your life. The following document that is now going to be your parents' payslips. If they are not working, then you will be required to attach their declarations. The declarations should be made by the parents themselves. And the last document that is now going to be your statement of results. Now, the statement of results that you are going to provide to us, it can be either for grade 11 or AS, because we do consider both certificates or statement of results. Now, the statement of results that you are going to provide to NASFAF, that is what we use to assess your applications to see whether if you are meeting our requirements or not. Now, with your good grades that you are going to submit, We'll do the calculations, and if you intend to go register for a degree, we need you to have 25 points in 5 subjects. That is for a degree. For a diploma, you will be required to have 22 points in 5 subjects. Now, the requirements that I'm mentioning here, it's the criteria that we are using at the moment. But there are some changes being made on the policy that I will also say out when I'm done with the current policy that we are using. So now moving on, the next category that we also fund our students, or this is now going to be the trainees. Those who will end up studying at the vocational training centers. We have a criteria that we use to award those trainees or students to say. We have divided the VTCs into 2, or the criteria are 2, whereby we have the privately owned VTCs. Institutions like Trifund that is in the corner there, they also offer TVET courses. Now, for one to benefit from NASFAF while you are studying with any of the institutions that offer TVET courses, you need to have 20 points in 6 subjects. That's either in grade 10, 11 or 12. Now, for those who might end up studying with the public-owned VTCs, these are institutions like MICT, Kakarara VTC, Windhoek Vocational, just to mention a few. Under that category, we do not look at your highest grade that you have completed, neither the grades that you have obtained. Meaning that trainees that are studying with the public-owned VTCs are automatically funded. So all you have to do is just for you to gain admission at those public-owned VTCs. So those are the criteria now for the local institutions, at the institution of higher learning, and at the vocational training centers. Now moving on, for those of you who might want to go study outside of Namibia. I'm hearing a yes, eh? How many of you want to go outside of Namibia? It seems like the whole hall. Okay, wonderful. Okay, now let's look at the criteria that we use to award our local, our SADC and international students. For one to go do medicine or engineering outside of Namibia, it can either be in SADC or anywhere else. You are required to have 35 points in 5 subjects. But if you want to go do any other course apart from the 2, then you will be required to have 30 points in 5 subjects. So those are the requirements now. Now, just to move on to the last section, that is now the amendments that are going to be in the new policy. We have added a criteria whereby we will consider, or where we will start considering students that will register for a level 5 certificate with 20 points in 5 subjects. That is a new requirement. The second one, it's for learners who might end up only in grade 11 and then go do the readiness program that is offered by UNAM. NAS, they also have a program whereby they take in students with 23 points, if I'm not mistaken. If you happen to do that program with 23 points, NASFAF can as well pay for your degree program once you enroll for your degree program. Now the third amendment that is going to be is the one that was declared by our president, whereby education is going to be for free. When it says education is going to be for free, it means that all the students that will be registered at the public-owned institutions, you will be given grants. And when we mention grants, we mean that this is money that is going to be given to you with no expectations of you repaying it back. Yeah, I think this all I had to share with you from NASFAF. When you are going to register at any institution of your own choice, please make sure that that institution is accredited and the courses that they are offering is also accredited by NQA. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Now, the information is getting interesting, and because it's getting interesting and personal, we are now going to allow the teachers, like we say, to take your children. You start with NAST. A lot of information is not shared on the stage. There is a lot of information and application form and all that is there. Remember, they say at NAST and UNAM next year if you go for free. And remember, UNAM told us that for Otjozondjupa we are having spots for nursing and for teaching special languages. If you apply and you qualify, if you are the best candidate, you automatically will be admitted and qualify already for the hostel. So guys in Otjozondjupa, the advantage is very full. Now, NASFAF is going to their store, you will get the information from them there. All other stores are open, get the information there. Colleagues, let us help our children get there. This is the group of, from your school, I don't know how to say it, but maybe this team can stay while to listen to Petro Fund. The team there can move to the stores there. Let's see how the teachers are dividing you. All you guys can wait, can wait here for this school. JK Kapewa must start somewhere there at NAST. So we can go, KJ, so that we can finish and take you back. All the best for the day. So this one is finished, the live broadcasting.
Hello. Can we have the group that wants to listen to Petrofan come on stage? Just bring your chairs and sit on stage so that we don't have to speak too loud. Otherwise, we'll disturb the rest of the exhibitors. So if you can just move on stage so that you are close enough. Those who want to listen to the NAMCOR and Petrofan presentation, please come on stage.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, morning, everyone. Can you hear me very well? Oh. Okay, my name is Hubertus Nashirundo, and I work for NAMCO as a petroleum engineer, a senior petroleum engineer. You can hear me? So, the sound. Hello. It's on, eh? Maybe. The noise. Okay. Okay, I don't know what about now? Now it's fine. Okay. Okay, let me just start over. My name is Hubertus Nashirundo. I'm a senior petroleum engineer working for NAMCO. So I don't work for Petrofund, but NAMCO and Petrofund, we are partners in oil and gas industry. So I'll be taking through you about the oil and gas industry in Namibia, a very new industry that maybe some of you don't know about. So, okay, before I start, maybe just a brief introduction about my educational career. I'm actually one of the Petrofund scholarships beneficiaries. Actually, when I went to study my master in petroleum engineering, it was Petrofund who funded me actually about 11 years ago when I went to do it in UK. Before that, I did mining engineering from St. Petersburg State Institute. Okay. Oh, as I said before, I will be focusing on oil and gas industry in Namibia. And just the content of my presentation. Bullet point number 1 there. I'm supposed to talk about myself. I just did. And I will be talking about the oil and gas industry overview, life cycle of petroleum, and careers that you find in oil and gas industry, and actually opportunities that exist in the oil and gas industry. Opportunities here, I will be talking about companies that will employ you one day if you happen to be interested in oil and gas industry. Just a summary or an overview actually of the oil and gas industry. As maybe some of you have heard or have seen on news that Namibia recently found oil and gas, actually offshore Namibia, actually at a location called Orange Basin. This is offshore Namibia. Offshore here, offshore means sea or the ocean. Because sometimes you can also find oil on land. But here, it was found at sea by 4 companies. 4 companies found those 4 discoveries. Those companies are like Total Energies, Shell, Gulf, and Rhino Resources. Rhino Resources actually made the public announcement about their discovery not long ago, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and the oil and gas search or the oil and gas exploration in Namibia is really at the early stage. But out of the 4 discoveries, there are 2 that are really progressing very well with the studies to see if we will be able to produce that oil or not. Because sometimes you might find oil, but you can't produce it. It's either small, like there are no big volumes, or maybe due to technical challenges. So there is Venus development studies that are going on. And if everything goes very well, we expect something that we call FID by Q1 2026. So FID just stand for actually investment decision, final investment decision. This is a point where a company that find oil will say that, okay, we have found oil, it's a lot, we are able to inject in money and we'll be making profit, and we expect to go on with oil extraction. So that decision will be done by early next year. Mopani field development, this is a bit behind, early stage where they are doing framing. Development framing here, you just look at what you found, the technologies that exist there so that you are able to produce it. Then technologies or methodologies, there are a lot. Then you will be finding some or maybe one that will be applicable in Namibia. Then you select that out of 5 or so. You take one that you proceed with. And it's just studies. Here you are just doing studies. Okay, and my second last point is just about if we happen now to go on with oil production from field, Venus field development, if we happen to proceed, we expect to get our first oil by year 2029, year 2030. That's about 4 to 5 years from now. And about exploration activities, we expect to drill 2 more wells. Wells here, what the term wells, it means a hole. A hole, when you are exploring for oil, we drill a hole underground, yeah? Just like when you are drilling for a water borehole. You do it, it's just that here the technology is different. So we expect to drill those 2 holes before end of 2025. Okay, this is just a breakdown of the petroleum industry or the oil and gas industry. It's actually divided into segments or sectors. There is actually a first one that is called upstream, exploration and production. That's what E&P stand for, exploration and production. Then we have midstream, where you are actually dealing with transportation and processing of oil. And downstream, where it's about now sale and marketing and consumption of oil products. So my presentation will be about upstream, because that's where NAMCO, the company I work for, that's where we play. And that's the stage where the oil and gas industry is actually, the discoveries, they are here. So basically you search for oil, then when you find it and it's a lot, then you produce and process it. Then from there it goes to marketing. But I will be just talking about this part. Okay, this is just briefly how oil is formed. I'm sure some of you will be interested to know how is it formed, how such a very valuable commodity is formed. It's actually formed from dead plants and animals. When they die, those particles, they actually get buried. They get buried deep down to a depth ranging from 1,000 to thousands. Then when it get buried, it get exposed to higher pressure and higher temperature. And when under those conditions, they go through some chemical reactions. Over years, 1,000 to billion years, then out of that oil is formed. Then when oil is formed, because there is under pressure, just by nature, when something is under pressure, it wants to find a way to escape. So it normally go through some pathways and go trapped trapped somewhere where now when you are looking for oil, those are the places that you are targeting where oil is trapped. So that's basically it. I'll end there. Just a second. Oh, I did not check. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Hello, okay. So, when you are looking for oil, geologists, they use something that is called seismic data. This image here is an image of what we call seismic data. And you get, this is an image of the subsurface. So when you look at this image, you see nothing, right? But geologists, when they look at this, they see some areas where you might find oil. In this image, you find it by sending some sound energy or sound waves underground. Sound waves get reflected back to surface, get processed, and you get an image like this. It's just a rock, but it have got a lot of information about oil. So a geologist from here tells an engineer, a petroleum engineer like myself, that there is a potential for oil here. Now an engineer find a way on how to go there and see if the oil is there or not. By using a well, you drill a hole there to test for oil accumulation. Okay, these are just geologists and geophysicists making use of seismic data using heavy machines. Mm-hmm.
Don't you work with GIS? With GIS?
GIS. No, GIS is not really required here for now, but we have it in our oil and gas industry. Yeah. Okay, when we are drilling a well or a hole, we use equipment or machineries like this. On land, it's a structure like this. And at sea, we have a structure that is called drilling barge. When you are in a water depth of up to 100 meters there, further you go into the sea, you use jack-up rig. Further into the ocean, semi-sub that floats actually on top of the water, and a drill ship. This is what we use to drill a hole and find oil. Okay, just another picture of a drill ship used for oil drilling. And that one is a land rig, what we use on land for oil. These are actually some equipment or structures, facilities that are used to produce oil. When you find it, you have to extract it. These facilities are different from what you use when you are exploring for oil. These are meant for oil production. This is called a fixed platform. This is FPSO. It's just a ship with production and processing facilities. These are just the pipes that you put in place. Okay, can you reserve your question till the end, yeah? Okay. The pipes you put in place through which you are going to produce oil. You take it from underground through those pipes, then it goes to the vessel that is floating here. This is what you use on land. It's just a pumping system. You pump from underground to bring it to surface. And somewhere here there is a pipe that will take it somewhere for storage or for further processing. Okay, this is a schematic of a well, a hole that you create underground. It's just a hole, then you put some pipes, steel pipes, so that it won't collapse. And it's through those pipes, when you are going to produce, it will go through here, through the pipe to surface. So this well can go up to 1,000 meters underground. We have wells that are 4 kilometers, just a hole underground, 4 kilometers. This is just a picture to show you how crucial oil is. All the products you see here, they are made from oil. They are made from oil. It's just that that oil was processed, refined at petrochemical plants, and they change from one form to the other, from which now different products are made. Okay, this is just a write-up of the products. I won't go through that. Okay, these are the professions that we need now in the oil and gas industry. So, geologists, I have mentioned earlier that these are the people who look for oil. Very important people in the oil and gas industry. Petroleum engineers, mechanical engineers, we need them. Mechanical technicians. Here, these are the people from vocational trainings, from VTCs. We need them also. Those welders, boil makers, and so on. Instrumentations, just to mention few. Petroleum economists, very important. So, and oil and gas negotiators and lawyers. So, at this point, think about some of these professions if you would like to be taking part in the oil and gas industry. Very lucrative industry. The companies that can employ you when you finish your school, we have 3 categories. Companies that are called operating companies. These are companies like Shell, Total, and Namco. Companies with big financial muscles. Service companies is another category. Companies as SLB, Baker Hughes, and so on. They offer service to the operating companies. And we have also consulting companies. Consulting, they offer services either to service or to operating companies in terms of managing the projects, training the employees, and carrying out studies on behalf of those companies. So, yeah. Just my last slide. It's just some skills or some characters that you need to have for you to be prospering or for you to thrive in oil and gas industry. You need to understand the business, oil and gas business, how it works. You need to know integration. You have to integrate other things. Teamwork with other people involved in the project, and strong communication skill. So yeah, that's basically it from myself. So in case you have questions, I'll take 1 or 2 questions from yourself. Yeah, you had a question?
Don't you work with data scientists? I wanted to ask if you don't work with data scientists.
We do have data scientists, data managers, we do have them. I have not mentioned it here, but yeah, we do have them actually under IT. Those professions I mentioned, they are not the only ones needed. I only mentioned the few. And the data scientists, they are needed actually not at the exploration stage. They can be needed maybe further when we are production. But they are also needed. Even in Namco where I work, we have somebody who is managing our data. Yeah, data. But most of them, they did IT. They did IT, then later they go through some trainings so that they can be understanding the oil and gas business. Yeah. Any question?
You say you are an engineer, right? You are an engineer. Can you just take us through how you guys prevent the marine organism, something like that, when you are drilling in the ocean?
Repeat your question. I can't hear you.
My question is, how do you guys prevent or protect marine organism when you are drilling inside the ocean?
Oh, okay. Very good question. Very good question. Actually, when we are having a drilling campaign, when you are drilling a well, it's not allowed to dump anything into the sea. And normally, before you even come there, there is something that is called environmental impact assessment that a company needs to carry out first, maybe a year before they come there. And they are going to present to government how they are going to make sure that when they are drilling, they don't pollute, they don't disturb the marine ecosystem. Then only after they have presented to government and the government is satisfied, they get a permit. And that permit is actually a permission, and it's actually showing that they are not going to pollute any marine. Yeah, and when you are drilling, you drill through a pipe, yeah? You set up a pipe and you drill through the inside of the pipe. Nothing goes into the water. It's a very complex. I need maybe a whole week to make you understand, but yeah, briefly, that's it.
Where can I get more information about this?
Okay, you can consult NAMCO. Even I can give you my number, then I can explain these things to you. Even if you are interested into drilling or petroleum engineering, I can give you personally yeah.
Even you are interested in one of the careers mentioned.
About other careers, I'm not really the right person. I'm only about petroleum drilling or about petroleum engineering, because that's my bread and butter. Yeah? I can give better information, but others, maybe my colleague will be of useful than myself.
Which career are you interested in? Sorry? Or data science. Okay, you can actually be part of the industry by studying geographical information system, because those are the people that deal with the data that geologists used for them to be able to advise the engineers on where the oil is. All right? So we do have geographical information system. Those are the people that study the information that your scientists obtain, which Mr. Nashilundo mentioned to say the seismic data. So you can actually do that combining it with IT. All right. Okay. So I'm continuing with the presentation on PetroFund, which is the scholarship fund. It's a government institution. Hmm?
They are going now.
Yeah, you can. Okay, those of you who did not ask question, I'm going to ask you a question. Mr. Nashilundo mentioned 3 categories of companies. Give me one, the 3 categories of companies that the oil and gas deal with. 3 categories. Can you give me one? You already have a bottle. I want to give to those who don't have a bottle. Yes, give me one. Service company, Mr. Nashilundo. You can give him a bottle. Who wants to give me the second one? A bottle, Mr. Nashilundo. He's already have a pen. Give him a bottle. Second one, okay, you want to give me a second one for the bottle? Second category of companies. Yes. The category. Okay, let's move on for the Petrofund presentation. I know you are few. You want to try? Operating companies.